Hey YouTube, I'm back. I haven't been on for a while, but today I am going to do a quick video on how to show you how to make enchiladas. There are different ways of making enchiladas. There are some lazy ways, and there are the real Mexican style ways, and then there are just some that you just want to make some. So anyways, what you will need, you can do chicken enchiladas or beef enchiladas, and today we are going to do beef enchiladas. Hi, I have an audience right here, guys. Anyways, so when I say true Mexican style is because they make their sauce homemade, and I don't. I just get it from the can. So they actually have green salsa, green chile enchilada sauce, or also red. Also, I like to buy the guacamole salsa that you can put on top when it's done. Your sour cream. And you can also make your own beans, but today I don't feel like doing too much cooking, so I just bought a can. Warm those up, put them to go. And you have cheese. You can get any kind of cheese. I got Mexican style cheese because they're enchiladas, so why not? And then you will get some tortillas. We'll show you how to do all of this here, and then you just need a little pan here to put in the oven. So I'm going to get all of this together. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the hamburger meat and cook this, and we'll go over and move over to the stove. Alright everyone, so we went ahead and transferred the hamburger meat over here to the pan. I actually used the 2 little tubes that I had. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and season this hamburger meat. You guys know me, I don't have certain spices that I use. I just use what I have in hand. So I do like to put basil leaves in this. Gives it a nice flavor. You can just put it in there. And then also, of course, you do want to put some salt and some pepper. Again, I just eyeball this, so I don't know how many tablespoons or teaspoons, whatever, all that everybody uses. And then we'll just put some pepper as well. You can go ahead and let that sit just for a little bit. Just let the seasoning and spices to get in there. Then we can go ahead and mix it up here in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and use this pan here to go ahead and start making my rice. On my rice, again, you just want a regular pan. And then we're just going to put some oil so that it can get hot. And then we'll put our rice here in a little bit. I'm actually going to transfer this over to this other one here because it is a bigger size. So we have this here. We're going to let this oil heat up. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and mix this hamburger meat. We'll come back once it is already cooked. Alright everyone, so I went ahead and transferred the pan over here just so that I can show you how I get my rice started. We already have the pan. It's already been heating up. We're going to go ahead and use this whole bag of rice only because we have people that are joining us for dinner. So we're going to use that whole bag. What you want to do is you just want to put it in there. We're going to mix it together. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just, not mix it, we're just going to go ahead and get some of that oil on there. And just let it brown a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and prepare how I make for the caldo part, for the soup. So that way, once it's already brown, we'll go ahead and put the soup. Alright guys, so what I do is I basically just get any cup that you have. It can be a cup, it can be a glass. I have this one here. It's a Dallas Cowboy one. I put 2 cups of hot water in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my nor, which is this here. This is tomatoes, kind of like a tomato with chicken flavor, which could go good with your rice. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get 2 tablespoons of that. And we're going to mix it in here. Well, I'm going to actually do 3. Let's do 3. So we're going to get 3 tablespoons of this here. We're going to put it in the cup and we're just going to mix it around while your rice is browning. Once that's done, I'm going to show you. We're going to put it in there and we're going to simmer it for about 20 minutes. That'll give us time, even additional time, to work on everything else. Alright everyone, so as you can see, there is a lot of oil here that is coming from the hamburger meat. What I'm going to do is I have my garbage bowl here and I have a small strainer. I'm actually going to put this here And I'm going to go over the sink and I'm just going to pour this in this bowl just so that it can cook more without all of the oil. Alright everyone, so we have all of the meat here. While I have this here, I'm going to go ahead and just break it up just a bit. That way, right now that I have it in this bowl, that way I can get all of the oil out, break up the meat. You don't want to put this oil in the sink because it can cause plumbing issues. So we're going to go ahead and just mix this up. I mean, not mix it, kind of shake it up to get the oil out. Once you have that, you can transfer it back over to the pan. You see, there goes all the oil from there. You can go ahead and just keep this here because we might need to do it here shortly again. Alright everyone, so right now while we went ahead and basically got rid of the grease, if you want, you can go ahead and season everything once more. Just if you think that maybe the grease took out some of the flavor, because most of the time it does. But again, it's all up to you. So if you want to season everything again, you can. I'm just going to add a little bit. Now also, when you are making your rice, everyone, please make sure that you can multitask. Because if you cannot multitask, then it's going to be kind of hard for you to make the rice at the same time. Because you're going to forget about it, it's going to burn, and it's not going to come out the way that you want it to. So make sure you know how to multitask before you start making these two together. Or you can always make the rice first and then start with the enchiladas. Alright, so we have the rice here. We've already kind of browned it a little bit. Got it to get a little bit brown. Now that you have it like this, you can go ahead and just put in the cup that with all the mixture we put in. And just pour it in there. Remember, if you are cooking and this has been on here, you might want to step back because at times the juice will pop. But if you're so used to making rice like I am, then you'll be good. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to go ahead, if you can look at the cup here, right here where the ring is at, where the juice, you want to go ahead and just fill it up some more up to there. That way we can go ahead and put it back in here. We're going to put this back there and put the lid on there for 20 minutes. That's it. Don't mix it. Don't do nothing. Just let it sit there. So we're going to go ahead and put this back here. We're going to actually put this on medium and we're going to cover it. Alright, so we have the lid here. We're going to put it right here. We're going to cover this for 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and put our timer on. You can and you will need to be checking it in between. The 20 minutes should be good. If not, it'll always be maybe an extra additional 5 minutes. Alright everyone, so we have the hamburger meat cooked. And it tastes very, very good. So, whew, real hot. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to put this to the side. And as you can tell, it doesn't have so much grease like the other one did. Because we basically drained it all out. So, we're going to go ahead and put this. We're going to move it to this other side. We're going to turn off the stove. And let's go to the other side. Alright everyone, so I totally forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I just slipped my mind. But we are going to have to fry the tortilla. So you're just going to get a pan. You're going to put some oil in there. You do want to put a good amount of oil because you're basically going to soak the tortilla in there until it gets a little bit crispy. We're going to transfer it over to here. And we're going to do basically all of them. Well, yeah, all of them because we're going to make enchiladas and we're going to need them. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this pan get hot, which I can already tell it's getting hot. We're going to go ahead and put the tortilla in there. I usually use tongs. So what I do is I just mix it in there, let the oil, soak it up, and then turn it around. I would say maybe mix it around, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's about 15 times. As you can see, it starts to bubble. Then you can turn it around for another 15 times or just let it sit there. Once that's done, you'll just put it over. Don't get it too crispy because it's going to be hard for you to roll it. You just want to soak it up so that way it's easier to roll when we stuff everything in. Alright, so while you're doing this, you can go ahead and check on your rice. On your rice, what you want to do is you just want to get your spoon, put it in the middle. And if you put it in the middle and it looks like it's already draining, then you go ahead and add some more water. Remember, please be multitask because you're making rice and you're also warming up your tortillas. So again, we are only putting the amount of water that the cup has on there with the seasoning color. So just put that in there and just close it back up and leave it cooking. You still got 8 minutes. All right, everyone. So now we have the hamburger meat cooked. We have our tortillas that have been soaked in grease and a little bit fried. And we also have our enchilada sauce and our cheese. I like to put the cheese in here because then if you're having to dig in the bag and you have the sauce on you, it doesn't come out good. So you want to get another plate. And you want to preheat your oven to 375 while you're doing this. So once you're done, we can just put this in the oven. All right, so that's our timer for our rice. We're going to go ahead and just turn it off because it's already cooked. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get the tortilla here. We're going to go ahead and dip it into the enchilada sauce. Once you dip it in there, and then you want to go ahead and get the meat that you cook or chicken. And you just want to fill it in, just like a taco. And then what we're going to do is get the cheese. And we're just going to roll it up. You can put as much meat as you want and as much cheese as you want. So we're just going to roll it together. Make sure nothing falls out. And if it does, it's okay. All right. And then all you're going to do is transfer it over to the pan. Just like that. So we're going to continue doing everything else and then we'll come back to look at it.
You can look anything with nipples. Mine was only shit up. Now this could be coffee. Dominic Crow and John Mulaney hosted the Conspiracy Awards live next Saturday on IFC. Presented by Visit Seattle. But only a motherfucker the governor. And I think that's what they want. They want the fucking governor are involved in all that shit. So the fucking drug niggas always gonna beat. You know what I mean? They want to keep that shit. I think what they try to do is they try to drum it up. Yeah. Whether it's the mouth, the walk, the plan, or the art. It's all good. I think because we like, what's the guys, the people who weed and makes it.
Alright everyone, so now that we have the enchiladas, there are 15 here. We line these up here and put this here. So we still have some meat left over. What you can do, and if you want to do, is you can go ahead and put some meat on top of the enchiladas. Because anyways, this is going to go in the oven, so it'll cook a little bit more. Your oven should be ready to go. Okay. So we're just going to put this on there, and then the leftover cheese that we have, we're going to go ahead and just put it on top. Okay. That's it. Now we're just going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and we'll put it in there for about 15 minutes just so that it can melt a little bit and cook the rest of the tortilla. Alright everyone, so this is how your enchiladas will look like. See how the meat and the cheese melted on top. Then all we're going to do is just take these out, put them on a plate with some rice and beans. Alright, so what we did is we went ahead and added some of this salsa verde, guacamole type. And then you can just add your sour cream. First, I got to open the sour cream. Duh. Okay. Some like to put lettuce and tomatoes on it. I don't. Just serve it that way. And there you go. So you have your enchiladas, beef enchiladas, beans, and rice. And there you guys go. Don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Bye.